Hello YouTube. In this video, I will be testing the 13-inch M1 MacBook charging speeds. I have my Gw Instek GPM-8212 bench meter. I have the 61 watt charger and a computer that is at 1% battery. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the charger. We'll see how much power it pulls off of the meter over here. Pulling 64 watts. We'll give my battery script a minute to update here and see how much of that's going into the battery. Okay, now it looks like we've got an update. We've got 50.6 watts going into the battery, and we're pulling roughly 64 watts from the wall. I am going to test one thing. I'm going to take the 140 watt charger that comes with the M1 Pro with the Max chip. And we're going to swap it out and see if we get any better battery charging. So it looks like a larger power supply is not going to make this computer charge any faster. So my battery script just updated and we're putting 49.17 watts of power into this battery. Okay, now that I got the screensaver and screen shutting off turned off, I'm going to let this sit and you can watch this thing charge up to 100%. We'll see if the wattage goes any higher during the charge cycle. Maybe the voltage is too low in the battery and Apple's limiting the charging current. So it looks like we're not going to get any extra charging current with this 140 watt power supply. So I'm going to put the 61 watt back in place and we'll let that run the rest of its charging cycle out. Okay, we're back to charging at almost 50 watts back into the battery. Still pulling 65 watts from the wall. So it looks like we're about 10 minutes into this test. We're still charging just shy of 50 watts. So if this is a 54 watt battery, 54 watt hour, and we're putting 49 watt hours into the battery, that's saying we should get close to 100% charge in an hour, which would give us 50% charge in 30 minutes. So we'll see how close we are to that number. So we're about 20 minutes into the charge cycle and we're still charging just below 50 watts. We're up to 27% charge. Doesn't look like we have any temperatures that are too high for our charging die. Battery temperature and everything else looks pretty good. The charger itself is kind of warm, but not hot. Okay, so we're about 25, 26 minutes into this charge cycle. and we're at 33% battery. Our charge rate has fell off to 45.9 watts. Yet the charger still feels warm. Checking TG Pro here. All of our battery gauges look fine. And our charger proximity looks fine. None overheating. But it looks like it's backing off the charge slowly. So I'm gonna put this 140 watt charger back in and see if it's the charger or the computer doing this. This will tell us if the charger's overheating or the computer's backing off for some other reason. So we're back up to about 60 watts of power draw. So it doesn't look like it's pulling anything more or extra compared to the 61 watt charger. Okay, so the battery script updated and we're charging at 43.9 watts. So it looks like it's the computer backing off the charge and doesn't have anything to do with the charger. All right, we've been charging for just about 41 minutes now and we just hit 50% charge. The battery's only getting 35 watts now and we're pulling 47 watts from the wall. Battery temperatures, low 30s. So it looks like this computer cannot charge 50% in 30 minutes, even with a larger power supply. But 50% in 40 minutes is not bad. Now, this is a computer sitting at idle. We're not using the computer, which would consume more power, which is where the fast charging has much more benefit on the newer computers, because you can continue to use the computer. Well, I'm going to end this video here because we're at our 50% charge. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you for watching.